Indy Mogul.
What's up, Indy Mogulers? Zack here for Backyard FX. Today we got something very unique for you, and very simple. I mean really simple. Does everything from blood hit to bullet hits. It's a pneumatic dust system. So you're probably asking, what's a pneumatic dust system, Zack? Well, anything pneumatic uses an air compressor. And essentially what we're doing is making an air compressed squib that can do really anything from a blood hit to a bullet hit to a ground dust hit to a wall hit. To understand what I mean, here's some examples of what the pros did. What we're going to do is we're actually borrowing from an earlier Your FX episode as well, thanks to Brett Driver and Josh Blunt. We're going to show you how to do it for next to no money. Very, very simple. Now let's throw it over to Puppet Zack, who's been standing by that wheel for probably the last 3 hours. Puppet Zack, what are you... You okay?
My parents never let me watch those movies. And now I see why. Gross.
Well, not all of us have felt stomachs. Spin the wheel!
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah! Clear aquarium tubing, permanent red construction chalk, tape, and a small compressed air container.
This build's difficulty level is 3.
Simple time lapse. Woo!
First, take your aquarium tubing and see if it fits onto the compressed air container that you bought. We had to trim our compressed air container's nozzle so it fit into the tubing correctly. Then you take a small piece of tape and make sure it stays on there tight. First, you take the aquarium tubing and see how long it needs to be on your actor. For us, we're going to do a headshot, so we put it up the arm and then put it around the back of the head, and then trimmed it so it was the right size. Then we took a piece of tape, and you tape it to the actor's neck. Make sure the tube is facing outwards, unless your actor wants red hair. After filling it up with red chalk, make sure you frame out the air compressor and then let it rip. Now be careful with this permanent construction chalk. It is permanent. If it gets on something, it's gonna stain it. Not like forever, but if you do it inside of a house, that's just not a good idea. As you can see, there's a cool pink mist floating through the air. Now this system allows an actor to not be tethered to a normal air compressed, pneumatic blood hit system. They're able to trigger it whenever they want and then react to it as well. You don't have to do the whole guesswork whether or not the actor's gonna react to it correctly when someone else is doing the hit. That's it for this week's episode of Backyard FX. Thanks again to Brett and Josh for using the red chalk. It was really easy, really simple. I'm really happy they thought of it because it made this episode pretty easy. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought of the episode and what your favorite blood hits are in movies. And I'll see you next week. You can also find a 1.5 ounce compressed air container that's easier to conceal in your actor's hand.